Okay, this question comes from Dan Wilkinson. He is 40 years old now. He's asking if it's harder as we age to lose weight and to get leaner. Well, yes, for sure. You know, there are different hormonal changes in your body. You have injuries, pain. You have outside distractions, life, things that come up, whether it's work or children or wife. You have different situations that arise, not only physically, but you know, mentally and environmentally. So for sure. But what I have found is the closer you stay to a reasonable weight, what I like to call striking distance, the easier it becomes. So, in the closer you stay to maintaining that schedule, for example, you know, when I do a show, compete, and it's very easy to slip back into gluttony. Right after the show, you start eating things that you hadn't eaten in a while, and then there becomes almost a weird slight addiction to carbs. Like I would go weeks and weeks and months with no more than like 100 grams of carbs a day, and then I would go into having 300 to 400 grams of carbs a sitting, 4 or 5 times a day, 3 times a day at least, and it becomes almost addicting. Like, oh man, I want to have this today and then this tomorrow, and it snowballs and it gets harder and harder to get back to normal. So the quicker you can stay on track, the better. But now you're just referring to being 40, not whether or not you competed or not, but so the leaner you can stay, you know, within striking distance, the easier it's going to be. So if you get on a regular cardio program, get on a regular exercise, weight training, and in a, you know, overall healthy diet. That's not to say you're not going to have pancakes Monday or, you know, a different cheat meal a couple times a week, whatever. That's up to you. You'll have to figure out what you can get away with and what you can't. But, you know, to answer your question, yes, it's very tough. It does get tougher as we get older. It's just a fact of life. But you can take the steps, the lifestyle choices to make sure that you can get lean. And you know, it may be hard. It's been hard for me my entire life. Ever since I was a teenager, I always had to do hours of cardio. I always had to limit my carbs, my food intake in general. It wasn't until I was, you know, well into being a pro that I had to really up my food to try to grow, to try to be competitive with bigger guys. You know, I will look forward to cutting back on, you know, the amount of protein that I ingest. You know, eating 8 to 10 ounces of meat per serving is just, you know, I find my jaw grows, the muscles in my head grow from eating so much. But yes, it's harder as we get older, but it's also able. It's definitely doable. You know, 40 is not old by any means. You know, I know tons of pros. Look at Dexter Jackson and Kevin Levrone, and, you know, not even pro bodybuilders. Look at Mike O'Hearn. He's almost 50. Lee Labrada's in his mid to late 50s, and he's still shredded. And you know, people in all walks of life, all other sports, not just bodybuilding. There's plenty of people out there. You just got to put in the work. So basically, like anything else, you get out of it what you put into it. So get to work. Don't make excuses. Don't let your age tell you how you're going to get in shape. Good luck.
Alright, this is the Boston Mass. Thanks again for watching. Now, if you're not subscribing, subscribe now. Tell all your friends to subscribe. If you haven't, do it now. Alright?